when I first got my first deal, man, that I was in a group, I was miserable. The way I was made to feel was that I had no creative control as far as how I wanted to portray myself. I was always getting in trouble, whether it was with the group mates, whether it was with the management, always telling me that I'm not allowed to dance on stage. I'm not allowed to yell out Latino. I'm not allowed to do this. I'm not allowed because of the fact that I'm trying to overshine over anyone else. And it's just like, first of all, like, do you not have your own type of personality? Do you not have your own way of being? And there was always fights, and there was always people always trying to control me, and I hated it so much. And at that time, I'm a young kid coming from Chicago. The only way I knew how to settle disputes was to smack the shit out of people. And that's all I knew. It happened a couple times. I'm not gonna lie, within the group, and the certain group members know who exactly they are. Little things like that just really bothered me so much, and I felt like I didn't have a say of who I wanted to be. And, I'm over here thinking that these label people, that they actually care because they know my name on a first name basis. When we got dropped from the label, I remember I was heartbroken. I was like, what do I do with my life? Like, oh my gosh, like I'm back in Chicago. I don't have a plan B. What do I do? In that instance, my mom is my hero. She was like, hey, shut up. Whatever tears you're gonna cry right now, get it out of your system, but everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna go to LA, and you're gonna find this, and you're gonna find management, and this is what artists do. And I got my ego up, and I went to LA. Then I started working with these other people. I say, I'm a writer. I wanna write my own music. Well, I'm a new artist. I'm coming from a group, and well, I'm sorry, we don't know how you write, so we're gonna give you these records that you have to record, and if your stuff is good, then it's good, but if it's whack, it's whack. So I start recording my records, and then there's people telling me that have nothing to do with anything that I'm doing, that I can't put it out, that I can't do this, that I can't do this. Oh, okay, well, why can't I put out my records? Oh, well, because. And I always felt like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, what gives you the right to be in control of who I am as a person? What if we just part ways, not even on no beef type of shit, and you just decide that this isn't working? I'm gonna have nothing to show for it. This is my life. I need to pay rent. I'm over here on nothing. I didn't go to college, like this is all I got. From there, it was just that type of, man, I'm not getting no income. I'm not doing anything. Like, I just started, I was booking little small gigs here and there as far as films and little small shows, and I'm doing meet and greets with the fans. My income was selling posters to fans at meet and greets for $10 a piece. And I would use those couple $100 just to save myself. Then it came down to me having to get a job. In my mind, I was like, man, I'm coming from a major label to working at a shoe store to working, that's only giving me 1 day of work a day. And these people don't give two shits about my dream. They're actually talking down to me because they can give two shits about the dream. And then working at a damn Starbucks just for 2 years straight, every single day, and I'm taking the 3:30 a.m. shift every morning from Monday through Friday for the simple fact that I know that, all right, I'm gonna start work at 3:30 in the morning. I'll be able to get out at noon. I'll be in the studio from 1 to 5. If I have a casting in between there, I can make it happen. I gotta be in bed by 7 p.m. so I can get up and do it again because I need to be out by noon the next day to be in the studio again. And weekends I had off because I'm already taking the hardship from Monday through Friday, and weekends I could just record my album. That happened for 2 years straight. So many times, bro, so many times that I was just calling my mom and I'm just like, why is it that I'm the only one of my kind? Why don't I have any cousins that want to do music? Why don't I have any friends that struggle like me? Everybody went to college. Everybody has a job. Everybody's doing this, and I'm fighting for a damn dream that I don't even know is gonna happen. But I feel it in my heart, and I would feel like less of a man to give up. Like, what am I doing? And even in times that my mom really didn't have too much of an insight on what exactly to tell me, she was always like, pray. And if you believe in yourself, then just do it. And I got to the point where I was like, I was going through a depression, whatever substances that I was on, that I was using, that it was just, to make me forget about whatever depression that I was going through. It was just a bad time, man. It was dark. All my music was reflecting that. And I'm over here writing records. People are taking my damn songs, trying to give me some bullshit 1%, 2%, knowing I wrote their fucking song. Like, do you not know the shit that I've been going through to try to get to this point, to try to even get my name as a credit, as a writer, because obviously maybe this artist thing isn't working for me, but maybe I could try to get my foot in the door. I ended up meeting this one cat. His name is Little Eddie and Jimmy, and he didn't bullshit me. Look, bro, I got this opportunity, man, and I think you'd be cool for it. We're having auditions for X Factor. There's no Latin kids coming to audition that's in your style, in your thing, and I'm playing in records, and mind you, my record's rap, it's hip hop and singing, and it's different. And he's like, look, kid, just come. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You're not gonna make it. That's the worst thing that could happen for me, is not making it. He's like, dude, just come in, and I made up in my mind, I was like, all right, I am gonna do what I need to do, and I'm gonna train. I got a month to prepare. They wanted me to fly down, and they're like, hey, congratulations, we want you to come to sing in front of the judges. We just need you to fly down to Louisiana. I'm like, excuse me? So wait, you're gonna pay for my flight? No, you're gonna have to do this on your own. I'm like, sorry guys, but thank you for the opportunity. Click. Then they hit me up. Well, we just actually got you a spot on the LA auditions. And I'm like, you know what? This is meant to be. So I went in, and I kid you not, man. I kid you not. And I tell this to everybody. I'm like, I never once in my life expected Simon, nor Kelly, nor Demi, nor Paulina to ever like me. My mind, I was like, yo, we're gonna be performing in this big ass arena. So I'm gonna walk in, and I'm gonna do my show, and I'm gonna take all those thousands of fans in the arena with me. F the judges. That's what I thought in my head, because they're not gonna mess with me. They're not gonna mess with me. So, and you see it in the audition. I walked right past them. I didn't even sing to them. Dude, we ended up getting to the next round. Then from that next round, they narrowed all these thousands of auditions down to 200, and they're like, out of 200, we're only picking 10 boys, 10 girls, 10 groups, and 10 olders. They picked me on top of the 10, one of the 10. Then from 10, we had to go to compete and choosing the top 4 in every category. Man, I made it to the top 4. Then it was down to America. I got to that point, I'm like, yo, I have a chance to do something big. I have a chance, and you know what? Every single person here has a good heart, but I'm not in there for them. I'm gonna make this shit, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna represent my city, I'm gonna represent my people, and I'm gonna represent everybody that has a struggle and has a dream and is too afraid or too self-conscious to actually go do something. So when I actually did it, man, and we made it all the way, and I saw how hard my people were repping for me, to me, it didn't even matter getting to the top 3, because I never thought it would actually be possible, man, because in that show, God knows I wanted to quit, but I was just like, yo, this is bigger than me. Then we made it to the top 3. Tours is good. I'm writing with other artists. I'm writing songs. I'm writing with other producers. I'm getting in, showing everybody my writing ability and what I want to be as an artist. This one producer that really blatantly stole my song after this shit, right? He avoided me for like a year. And I thought it was so weird because I got all my records. Like, it'd be different. Like, I'm never one to take anybody's credit. But if I wrote my damn song, I want my session. All I know is that I had my words written and everything there. So a whole year goes by. I'm putting together my EP. I have everything planned out. I was gonna put out 2 EPs, another album, and I hit this specific producer up. I'm like, hey dude, I'm putting together the album, I'm putting together the EP. I really need that record, man. It's been like a whole year already. I'm gonna need to hear it, because if not, I'm gonna get it reproduced. But yeah, I hit him up and he goes, oh man, sorry, but that record's actually being placed for a major artist. So I hit him up, yo dude, you do realize I wrote this damn song, right? Yeah, can you call me? So I hit him up. What's going on? Hey, you know how the industry is, and I tried working with you, and things didn't work out, so we went our separate ways. I'm like, but that makes no sense. So you're telling me because of the fact that I didn't continue to work with you, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna steal my record and claim it as yours and give it to another artist? Like, I'm gonna come after you, right? You do know, and one, I'm gonna sue you. There's no way you can get away with this record. And I remember calling JC, who's a part of my team. I was so angry, and I said, I'm losing my mind, man. I'm in front of the studio right now. I'm waiting for this mother effer to come out. I'm gonna kick the door down. He's trying to steal my song. I've never screwed anybody over in my life. I don't know how to screw people over. I have a good heart. I work too hard for people to come and steal this from me. It happened so many years before we got to where we're at, and this mother effer's got the balls to literally look me in my eye and tell me he's stealing my record. And I remember, JC he told me, he's like, look, man, one thing I love about you is that you always had a good heart, but that's also your downfall. Sometimes you try to see good in people that is not there, and you give people the benefit of the doubt that you really shouldn't. Now, I want you to know that you wrote that record. You know that. He's like, yes. I'm like, yeah, I know that, man. I know that. And he's like, you can write that record 10,000 times over again. There's nothing he can do. I got your back, and I'm gonna make sure that if anything ever gets done with that, we're going after them the legal way. You need to get this Chicago mentality out of your damn head of thinking that you can go and knock everybody out, because shit doesn't work like that in the business. Obviously, the reason why he took that shit and the reason why these people, anybody in my life that has ever tried to screw me over, is because they feel threatened. And I've had many times that I felt like I just wanted to give up because life was just unfair and because people in this industry are just mean, rude, ruthless liars. But the one thing that's always kept me going is to know that I'm still far away from what I want to do. I have yet to accomplish everything that I've wanted to accomplish. There's most of the things that I've done I've never thought I was ever going to accomplish, but now that I've accomplished them, I've set new goals, and those new goals haven't even been accomplished yet. So the fact that I've never seen my father or my mother ever once buckle when it came down to us even losing our house or anything at all, never once have I seen a tear come out of their eye. For all I know, they could have been lying to my face, and we were in the worst predicament ever, and they're just smiling like it's gonna be all right. And I realized that that's what I needed to do. You know, I needed to get my shit together. And you know what? The best way of revenge, now that I've learned, is my success. And they will see me more than once on their TV. So they're gonna get pissed off. They will hear my record more than once on the radio. And the shit that's gonna piss them off the most is that I did it all by myself. And that's my way of coming at people, you know?
Plus, we were used to getting so much money that I ain't want to go back to the backpack $1,000 show.
That's great that you find me attractive, but I root myself and I pride myself more on the fact that I'm intelligent, I'm actually talented, and I'm probably one of the coolest people you're ever gonna meet.
There's a funny side to me. For so long, it didn't come out because it was just like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn and I'm tough and I'll punch you in your face, which is absolutely true to this day.
I'm Puerto Rican, that doesn't mean I do reggaeton. You know what I'm saying? I barely speak Spanish like that. Like, I make music that sounds like Gangstar, like Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, like that's what I do.